Hello everyone, welcome back to the Bridgemaster Expert Series. We're starting on the final series of expert problems, D1 through 30, with hopefully D1 through 6 today. Okay, East has bid 2 hearts, and we're in 6 no trump. Well, we have what appears to be 6 losers, yeah? So, what am I saying? Oh my god. We have, assuming we can bring in the diamonds, we have still a heart loser and a spade loser. I think the only realistic way to get rid of those is to strip squeeze East into leading a spade after he wins a heart. There's no way at all to do this if we lost a diamond, right? It just could not happen. Yeah, okay. So we have to bring in the diamonds, which means, I think, leading the jack from hand in case West has King 10x. Because we need East to have the King of Hearts and the King of Spades, and we know he has King Jack of Hearts. We kind of need him to have the King of Spades, and he's not super likely to have the stiff King of Diamonds for a 2-heart bid anyway. So, we just lead this jack. Sure. If this layout, it wouldn't have mattered if we'd led low to the queen. That would have picked up the suit as well, but just in case West had all 3, that's why we're leading the jack instead of low to the queen. And certainly low to the 9 would be a disaster. Now we just cash the minor suits, diamonds first. Although it's probably not going to matter too much, and count the hearts. So East now has 4 hearts, 3 hearts, 2 hearts, and we hope he pitched down to King X of Spades, because I never had much more hope to begin with. Yeah. So cashing, I mean, this is a classic strip squeeze, right? East has what's called a vulnerable stopper in spades, where, yes, he has a stopper that stops us from winning the second spade trick, but it's vulnerable in that if he has to lead the suit, it's not a stopper anymore. And when someone has to hold on to a vulnerable stopper, they can be made to throw away, pretty much everything else. And then you can once, like, we couldn't just end play East as soon as we stripped the clubs and diamonds, because he has spare heart winners. So while we run the other stuff, he has to hang on to 2 spades. So he's being squeezed into pitching all of his spare heart winners, and then we can finally end play him. 6 spades, an atrocious auction, but that's okay. I mean, playing low here seems like a good idea. Why does it seem like a good idea? That's less clear. I mean, I guess East might have a singleton ace. No, wait a minute. I mean, we're definitely losing a club, right? And what can we possibly do in diamonds to pick that suit up? It looks maybe like there's some squeeze in clubs and diamonds where, like, we can play the king, it's covered, and then we play the queen, pitching... Well, at some point you play the queen, pitching a diamond, and then we have this, like, low probability club squeeze. against someone with 5 clubs and the king queen of diamonds. But even that doesn't work because they can knock out the ace of diamonds as an entry, and then the squeeze is broken up. So I think actually we have to play low here and then low again to rough out East's doubleton ace as our only chance, pretty much. Because one club to pitch 1 diamond doesn't help us. We need 2. So that's only going to happen if the ace is played on nothing. Yay! Alright, I claim the remainder. Just try to make it impossible to misclick. That's a fun little side quest you can go on when you're, for some reason, unable to claim. Or, I don't know. It's just like, get into a position where there's no longer... How quickly can you get into a position where there's no legal line for you to fail to take the rest of the tricks? Right? Throw away all your small cards as quickly as possible. Get all the suits blocked so you're stuck in the hand with winners. Stuff like that. Just a fun little game. Yeah, I think I described adequately what's going on here. We need 2 club tricks, and if you play the king, you're not getting 2 club tricks. Well, you have to play it eventually, but you can't play it on trick 1 or 2. Okay, opponent's silent. We're in 4 hearts. It looks almost too easy, doesn't it? We have 1 club loser, we've lost a diamond, and we're going to lose at most 1 heart, right? So we're fine. However, I think there are trump control issues. If we rough this and cash 2 hearts... and find the suit is 4-1. Then we won't really be able to draw the last trump. So I think we're supposed to rough this and duck a heart so that we can take the next diamond tap in dummy. No whammies? There's a whammy, damn it. Wait, did I really... How did I... Oops, no, don't. Did I really just... Why did I take this finesse? What a dummy. Just play the ace. You can lose a trick later. You just can't lose one now. What a blunder. Yeah. Inexplicable. 1 no, 3 no, huh? Thanks, partner. I appreciate your faith in me, but I don't like having to play these. 6 major suit tricks and a club. So we could play on clubs or we could play on diamonds. And I think this deal is asking us which of those is better. And we also have to be careful to preserve our entries, maybe. I definitely don't have time to play on both. I think you're supposed to cash the ace of clubs first, so that in case an honor falls, you can change your mind and play on clubs. But if it doesn't, you then play a diamond. I don't know if you play low to the queen or low to the nine. I mean, I think you play low to the queen first, and then after that, low to the nine might be right. That's analogous to finessing for the jack in a 7-card suit, missing the jack, though, isn't it? Which is generally a slightly below percentage. Yeah. Does it matter how I order my... Yes. Because if we decide to lead clubs, we will want to be able to lead from dummy towards the ace-9 a time or two, I think. Lead from hand towards the ace-9. I think I might have said dummy. So cash this. Nothing happens, so we try diamonds. I'm not so sure about my line on this one. Oh. Punished? Yep. That's why you can't just cash the ace, huh? Because they can cash 3 clubs and 2 diamonds if you try that. But we can't really... I don't think leading low to the clubs right away is a good idea. Okay, well, I'm not going to get this one right without some help from Fred, apparently. I've gotten it wrong twice already. If I try finessing, is that any good? No, that's bad too. So is it really lead up to the clubs? That doesn't seem that good to me. Oh, this... I was thinking for some reason ace and then a lead up to the 10 would be fine, but it's not. You do actually have to lead up to this twice. Oh, but... Does that even work? It doesn't. You don't have enough dummy entries to do that. Oh, that's kind of funny, actually. Look, low to the 9 or 10 is good if East has a singleton small card and West has King, Queen, Jack, X. But it's actually more likely East has a singleton honor, in which case just ducking a club is right. But... Fred, I need a grown-up. What did I do? I don't know how to play this hand. Clubs is much better than diamonds, you say. Okay, fair enough. Clubs are 3-2. It's easy. Maximize the chances when West has 4 clubs. Lead the 10 or 9 from dummy? Why? Oh, I guess I see. Because in the line I just tried ducking, if East has a small singleton, we're losing to that. If we lead the 10, it looks stupid, because East gets to win his stiff honor. But then I can lead up to the other honor twice still, surviving in a situation like this one. see. Three no trump by south. I don't see a lot of tricks. 4 diamonds. A spade is 5. Gonna play the ace of hearts? You are. Okay, that makes me 8 heart. 3 more hearts is 8. That has helped prospects immensely. If East had played low, I don't know, I'd have to play him for ace X probably. By winning the king and then ducking a small one. Well, I don't know. I could play him for ace third instead. Win the king and continue in honor. The good news is this way I don't have to decide. Well, six more red suit tricks and the ace of spades. After that, all I really see is some kind of strip squeeze in the black suits, right? I'm not sure exactly what I need to play for. But I think I need the same person to have the king, queen of spades and the ace of clubs, right? I don't think I can manage if they just have one spade on her. How would that work? Or I could just play a spade to the ace and a club to the king. The problem with that is that they might take the ace of clubs. Even if the ace of clubs is onside, they'll just take that and 3 spades, right? So that finesse makes no sense. 3 spades, a club, and the heart they already have. So yeah, I think the only line is to run the red suits. And watch discards carefully. East has pitched 8 jack of clubs. Now West has also pitched a club. And another club. So this is where you have to do some guessing. 2 clubs remain outstanding, the ace and the queen. If the same player has both of them, we should hope they also have the king, queen of spades by playing ace and a spade. Although, wait. What happens if they drop the king under the ace on purpose? If it's West, and it goes king to the ace, I'll lose, because when I lead low to the jack, East will play low, I'll play the jack, West will win, and then he can cross to East in clubs, in spades. So, if West plays an honor, I have to duck in dummy. And if East plays an honor under the ace, it's fine. I can still lead up to the jack. Okay. Anyway, I don't think anyone stiffed the ace of clubs. That would require one of them stiffing the ace and the other stiffing the queen, which seems like a weird play. Well, this didn't work. Why not? I mean, I think ducking a club would also be wrong, right? Yeah. And if I just duck a spade, that doesn't help. I don't think leading the jack makes any sense. Huh. Right, if I duck, they just win and put a club through. Or maybe not. Yeah, but they're just gonna... Okay, because the spades were not... Huh. So the spades were actually divided. On this layout, did I not notice that East kept all of his diamonds? Huh. The spade end play just does not look like it's happening. And I can't afford to duck a spade sooner, because then they'll continue spades knocking out the ace, and I won't have the top trick in either black suit, which ruins the delayed duck squeeze. I don't know. What did I miss? South's only chance for a ninth trick is to finesse East for the ace of clubs. I don't think that's quite true. Yeah. Duck a spade at trick 3. I guess I just thought that one of these strip squeezes was at least a realistic chance to work. Right? If the same player has king, queen of spades and the king of clubs, I think I'm unbeatable. Now, I'm not saying that's the best line. It seems like king of clubs onside and East having at most 3 spades is probably better, but it doesn't seem a lot better, does it? Because this Fred's line requires a 50-50, East having the ace of clubs, and then another 50-50, West having more spades than East. Whereas my line requires one 50-50, the king of spades being in the same hand as the ace of clubs, and then another 50-50, the queen of spades being in the same hand as those 2 cards. I think. Well, I don't know. Yeah, because if West has both the king and queen of spades, he is in trouble when I lead a spade up to the ace, right? If he ducks, it's ace, spade, spade, and he has to lead away from his club. If he plays king, I duck, and he's end played. So I think my line is pretty close, but maybe the fact that East has 5 diamonds ruins the plan somehow? Like, he pitched both of his clubs on hearts at some point, but I don't think it was right away. Let me redeal this and just review more carefully how the defensive cards were placed. in Fred. I cashed these, and East pitched 2 clubs, right? So this wasn't the actual, like, layout. Because if this, I could just duck a club at this point, right? But obviously that's not going to work. Oops, I didn't mean to hit redeal. It did undo. So I think Fred is saying duck a spade here. Which is perfectly safe if you're assuming East has the ace of clubs. Nobody can win this and put his club through, dooming you immediately. But if we go back and continue with my line, this is the point where we find out East had 5 diamonds. and I guess this is sort of why my line is worse. Because even if I win those 2 50-50s, if East has 5 diamonds, then I can't actually end play him with spades because he can just cash another diamond. Right? Let's say East's last 6 cards are King, Queen, X of spades, ace and a club. No. Well, let's say even King, Queen of spades? No. We know East has 2 diamonds. What 4 black cards could he have that would be a problem for me? If I'm assuming that he has the only club guard and the only spade guard, then I don't think there actually is a holding that can hurt me, right? At this, well, yeah. What spades has he kept? Let's say he's kept stiff ace of clubs. In that case, I can duck a club here. But if he's kept ace X of clubs and only 2 spades, King, Queen, Doubleton, then I can play ace of spades and a club up. Either way, that seems fine. I don't know. But I guess the problem is, I have to guess. Well, no, because if I play club and West plays low, the ace is the only thing that works. But I have to guess whether to cash the ace of diamonds before I play the spades. Because if it's West that I've squeezed, I need to cash the ace of diamonds. And if it's East that I've squeezed, I need to not do it. Yeah, so I guess even if I win my 50-50s, I still have another guess at the end. It's makeable either way, but I have to guess which way, I suppose. Duck a spade at trick 3. Second spade duck. Club to the king. Okay, I found that a little unsatisfying. Not necessarily the program's fault, probably mine. We can obviously force a dummy entry at some point by leading a diamond to the jack, or equivalently queen to the king. They'll have to duck that, or I'll be able to cash dummy his diamonds. But I don't immediately see a way to get a second dummy entry to finesse clubs again. Right? Well, I suppose if West has the ace of diamonds, I can do it. That must be what I'm doing. Cash this ace of clubs in case of singleton queen. Diamond to the jack, which obviously they duck no matter who has the ace. Club finesse. Yeah, now I need to repeat it. So I have to guess how to play the diamonds. If West has the ace, I should play queen to the king. Well, if West has ace doubleton, it doesn't matter, because he'll play it here. But obviously he doesn't. So if West's last card is the ace, I should play the king. Or if West has ace X remaining as well, I should play the king and take another club finesse. If East has the ace singleton remaining, I should play low, enjoy dummies diamonds and or the club finesse after forcing the ace out. But I think it's more likely that East does not have the ace in this doubleton, right? Because how many layouts are there where East has ace X? Well, there were 4 non-ace cards in my opponent's hands at the start of the hand. So there are 4 hands where he has the ace and 1 other card. For him to have 2 or 1 small card way outweighs that possibility, right? 1 small card only, so like a small singleton. There are also 4 ways to have that. Slightly less likely than ace X, because 4-1 splits are less likely than 3-2s, but similar. So it's almost as likely that he has a small stiff as that he has the doubleton ace. But then also, if he has 2 small, which is way more likely than anything we've talked about before, there are 4 choose 2 ways for him to have 3 small, which is 4 times 2 is... How have I forgotten how to do choose? Yeah, there are no, sorry, 4 times 3. That's better. Divided by 2. There are 6 ways for him to have 2 small. So that's 10 layouts where low to the king works, and only 4 layouts where ducking works. Yeah. I might as well try setting up a spade, I guess. They don't want any part of that. Okay. So I assume Fred will describe the suit combination the same way I did. Finesse the clubs. Try to drop the stiff queen. And then overtake in dummy for the finesse. West pitches and you have to get the dummy again. Yeah, if West has 3 or 4 diamonds, play the king. But if East has a doubleton ace, you should play small. It's correct to play the king. If diamonds are 3-2, the ace is more likely to be with the 3 card holding. And then also, West could have 4 diamonds, sure. So that's a maybe more abstract way of arguing, whereas I was counting combinations. Sure. Both perfectly valid ways to approach the solution. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.